Tell him. I just thought to myself, I never do monthly updates and check in to tell you guys what's going on with the tiny guy. He's 5 months old. What better vlog to do today than a 5-month update? Because we're also going to the doctor today. And he cut his first tooth for last night. So I'm gonna tell you guys everything from like how he's sleeping, to the size that he's wearing, to all about his new toofer and how he's been taking teething. And all of that in our 5-month update vlog today. Oh, okay. One thing that has happened, the drool monster has come to live with me. And so I've started in the last few days putting a bib on him a few times a day because he's really into blowing spit bubbles, which you're going to get in big trouble for when you get to school one day. I used the rock and play in this corner for his naps forever and ever. Yesterday, I made the switch to the Nuna because this week he started rolling over and he's sleeping on his little belly, which really scared me at first. But a lot of you guys and my doctor said once they can roll over, they're okay to sleep on their stomach. It still scares the living daylights out of me. But I just felt like in the rock and play, he was trying to roll and trying to get to his stomach, and he wasn't sleeping as well. So we put his pack and play in the living room, and he's doing great. Last night, he slept for 13 hours. I'm gonna talk about that in the video, and how I feel like I say I helped make that happen, but really and truly, he's just an awesome baby. And I'll tell you some of my tips and tricks and all that, but all the credit goes to this guy. So we're about to walk out the door and go to the doctor now. We have an amazing pediatrician that we love here in Nashville. His name's Dr. Haraf, and he's just awesome. Usually you go at 4 months and at 6 months, but we go like 4, 5, 6. We try and go whenever they give us an option. We try and go a little bit more often. If you notice, we are in a station wagon. OMG. I see why women drive station wagons and I see why women drive minivans, because the convenience is like nothing I have ever seen in my life before. I love this vehicle and it's pretty bomb. And if you live in Nashville, because I'm doing this really cool partnership with Mercedes-Benz Music City, where I'm like showing different vehicles, testing out different vehicles, and you get discounts if you buy a car there, if you get your car serviced there, if you drive a car there, all this stuff. So this is not sponsored, by the way. The discount code is Mallory. So I'm gonna link all of that in the description, like what you can use. The last time we were at the pediatrician, he said the next step, like he kind of gives us big general steps. He said the next step is going to be introducing solid foods around like 5 months, 6 months, 4 months. People do it at all different times. So I haven't done that yet. He's just turned 5 months. I know that like breast milk is supposed to, or formula, whatever you feed your baby, I'm still breastfeeding, or pumping breast milk and feeding breast milk. A lot of people say that they wait longer. A lot of people like start it earlier. So I'm gonna start making some of my own baby food because that's what I have time for in my life. But because I don't know, I just feel like that could be a cool thing to show, and I really want to do that. And
don't you just smash up vegetables and stuff?
Yeah, I think you can just smash up vegetables and stuff, but I want to make some blends.
Oh my
So if
God.
anyone has made their own baby food, would you please leave it in the comment below? What is your favorite combo? What is your favorite machine that you use? And all that jazz. So back to the rolling over. So my mom came over about a week and a half ago. She helps a lot with Ford, and she was like, he's gonna roll over today. We're gonna teach him to roll over. He's been rolling like every once in a while for like a while, but not like regularly rolling over. And I swear in a day, she turned him into a rolling machine. And now he rolls and rolls and rolls. That night, he rolled over onto his stomach. I was scared to death because I look on the baby monitor and he's literally face first down on his stomach sleeping. So I went in and turned him over, and I've talked to a lot of moms that are like, oh my gosh, I did that in the beginning too. And then my pediatrician said, it's fine, they can sleep on their stomach, but it's so scary. So now he's sleeping like 12 to 4. Last night he slept 13 or 14 hours, which is nuts. And he sleeps on his stomach. So I don't know if that contributes to him sleeping that well or not, but he is a dang good sleeper. This is our station wagon. How bomb is it? Okay, so we're in the doctor's office now. Ford weighs 18 pounds, which is about what he weighed last time. So he's hit one of those little plateaus, I feel like. You weighed 17.12 at your 4-month. But if you also want to know what Kyle weighs, he weighs himself also when we come to the doctor because focus needs to be back on him.
I was just weighing myself for my curiosity.
Love you.
And if everybody wondering out there, I weigh 150 pounds.
Now he weighs 200 pounds. Here we are at the end of the day. So Ford weighed in today at 18 pounds, which he gained 1 pound 6 ounces and 1 whole inch since his 4-month checkup, which I was starting to get worried that he wasn't gaining enough weight because he spits up a lot, which I'll talk about in a minute, but he was doing perfect on the spit up front. So he is not a fussy baby, never fusses. He just is like a spitty baby. And our pediatrician said that sometimes they're just spitty babies, so he's just one of those babies. He just spits up a little bit, but everybody still wants to hold him. So we are still breastfeeding, which everybody asks me how long I'm gonna breastfeed. Yes, my supply has gone down, but luckily I had a huge freezer stash. You can look at the breastfeeding video to see like how I got my supply back up. Now sleep-wise, so he is most nights sleeping 10 to 12 hours, which is incredible. Last night he actually slept almost 13 hours. And I attribute that to 2 things. We had a nurse called Mickey Quick, like really help us initially with Ford's schedule and the amount that he was eating and all of that. Oh, he loves his mommy. So I feel like we really got a good plan together, and I'm a little bit loosey-goosey. I'm not really I'm not hugely regimented, but for the most part I did that. And it's all about like the amount that he eats during the day, and then like making sure that he has a couple good naps. You okay? So he takes a morning nap at about 9:30 or 10 for about an hour, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. And then around 3 o'clock, he'll take a nap and then sometimes he dozes off around like 6. And we'll take a little cat nap. We start his bedtime routine at about 8 or 8:15. That bedtime routine consists of a bath in his little whale that I got for $23 at Nordstrom. And I sing him a song, and then we do a full feeding, and then we put him in a sleep sack with no arms, and we put him down. Oh, okay, so mom life. Since we filmed the first segment of this vlog, it's, hang on. Okay, we're back. Since we filmed the first part of this vlog, it's been a couple weeks. So this end of this is going to serve as a vlog on how fast things happen in 2 weeks. So it's the beginning of October, and he will be 6 months on October 17th, like by the day. The first part of the vlog a couple weeks ago, he had 1 tooth. Now he has 2 teeth and is chewing on everything. He's also very alert and grabbing things like this little wubbanub, the little things with the pacifiers connected to it. Like he grabs it and he puts the pacifier in his mouth, like just a bunch of different things. And he seems just like so aware of his surroundings, but which he has since he was really little. But we moved his bedtime up to 7:30. We start his bedtime routine at 7:30. So at 7:30, we go upstairs. I'll do a nighttime routine. That one takes so long to film, so we haven't done it, but I will do that. So we go upstairs, we give him a bath in his little bathtub. I let him relax in the bathtub. I turn on his little whale diffuser that has like lavender essential oil in it. I put a diaper on him, put his clothes on him. He still sleeps in a sleep sack with no arms, and I feed him, and then I put him in bed. And so I'd say by the time he's in bed, it's about 8 o'clock, and he sleeps until about 8 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes he sleeps a little bit after that. Sometimes I'll feed him and he goes right back to sleep for 2 hours. He is just doing really, really great with the sleeping, which I'm very grateful for. Moving the bedtime up around 5 months really helped us. It helped us too because now we're able to like do dinner in peace. And, you know, that's a big part of our lives that's been a lot better with making that decision to do that. So Ford started singing about 3 weeks ago. So I started singing at like a freakishly young age. I wish that I had the videos to show you. I'm a singer, but like I literally started singing like before I was 1 and singing songs, and like I didn't know all the words, but it's fascinating. I'll have to find those videos sometime. But a couple weeks ago, I noticed Ford at night, I usually sing to him. And when I put him down and I turn on his little Hatch Baby Grow thing with a little, it's got like some music behind it, he started trying to sing to it. And it's crazy because like, he's like, instead of just like, he's like, and like all of these like actual notes. So that's been pretty cool to see. And his ears are very sensitive to like certain tones. So in church they hit like a lot of sharps and flats, and he immediately, as soon as they hit that note, he starts going like his little lip starts quivering. So that's another little update that he started doing at 5 months. Obviously they grow out of clothes very, very quickly. So I've got him in a lot of brands. I've got him into 6 to 12 month clothing. So especially brands that run a little bit small. And then another thing too, we moved up to size 4 diapers. He's probably like 20 pounds by now. But we moved up to size 4 diapers a while back against our will. His dad really wanted to move up to size 4 diapers. So they're a little bit big, but he poops a lot. Sorry, Ford. People on Instagram always ask if he's happy all the time. And like, oh my gosh, he's a happy baby. Like, does he just smile like that all the time? The answer is yes. I feel so lucky and blessed for this to have been my first child because he is a dream. Lord knows what the second one's about to be like, because there could not be a better, like just the way that he is and how happy he is and just smiling and laughing and he's just the most precious little thing ever in the world. So I just want to give you guys that little 5 month update. And oh. We wanted to give you that little 5 month update on him because a lot of people ask milestones he's hitting and stuff. Something that's going to happen in 6 months. Oh, and I'm still breastfeeding. You can see a full video on that I filmed recently. But we're going to start solid food soon. We're waiting until 6 months. A lot of people suggested that since I'm breastfeeding. They said it's good to just continue giving them breast milk. And I'm going to make my own baby food. Leave below in the comments if you have any experience with this. You want me to? Okay. Yeah. Okay, he wants real food now. Leave below in the comments if you have any great recipes for that or any words of advice. And thanks so much for watching. Hello.